My dear brothers and sisters, it's another wonderful day again that the Lord has actually made, and I know all of us actually are okay. And I know always the Lord has always been faithful in keeping us safe and ensuring that we are actually His children. And as we follow what He has revealed, then He will constantly continue to keep us safe. Now, my brothers and sisters, today I was actually reading the book of Job, and there is a chapter in the book of Job where looks like after Job had gone through all these sufferings and he was almost giving up, and the Lord came and kind of like started reminding Job to remember of his power. And he reminded Job, like, where were you before the foundations of the earth? Okay? Where were you before the universe was actually, created? Where were you when the sons and daughters of God shouted for joy? The Lord was actually reminding Job that what you are going through, I know and I understand, and that there is nothing that is impossible before me. And when Job heard that, Job repented and he spoke some of the greatest words that a lot of, songwriters have written songs out of those words. Like, for example, one of the greatest hymn, the common hymn that members of the church normally sing is that I know my Redeemer liveth. Those are actually words that came from Job. Those are words that came from Job, that even if I die today, yet shall I see God in my own flesh. Pure revelations there. Now, as I was reading this, something came to me, and it told me that what are these things that you can be very grateful of? These things that the Lord has done for you. What are these things that you can be very grateful of? And deep inside, I ended up realizing that there are so many things that we can be grateful of. So many. That every now and then we need to be thankful for everything that we are going through. Everything. The fact that you are alive today, it's a reason enough for you to thank God. And the fact that you are able to get food, it's a reason enough for you to thank God. The fact that you can get shelter, the fact that you are healthy, it's a reason enough for you to be thankful. And that is why Apostle Paul is always encouraging us and reminding us that we should be thankful. We should actually express gratitude in all things. We should be a people who are very thankful. And I looked and I surely realized that I should actually thank God irrespective of what I think I lack, but I should be grateful and thank God for everything that He has actually provided for me. One is that He has provided for me a peaceful country, that my country is peaceful, irrespective of the challenges that we have here and there, but we are very peaceful. And the fact that there is peace in the country, that is something that I should be thankful to Him. And there are so many things that I'm very much thankful of what the Lord has actually done to me. My dear brother, my dear sister, what are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? Okay. Now, there is one thing that actually I saw and a clip that I want to share with you about the impacts of the earthquake that hit the land of Haiti some 10, 13 years ago. The impact of that earthquake, what it left, was unthinkable. And the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints actually provided a lot of relief, and even it sent medical doctors there to ensure that people are really taken care of. Okay, people are really taken care of. And I think the church really donated a lot of things to the victims of earthquake in Tahiti, in Haiti, that is. And this is one of a great lesson that we need to learn as brothers and sisters, is that we need to be very grateful, because what affected Haiti was a natural calamity. And this natural calamity can happen anywhere. You know, it can happen to any country. You know, it can happen to any country. But the fact that the grace of God is still with us and we can still experience some very good weather, we need to be very, very grateful and very thankful for what the Lord has done in our lives. And this is what happened to Haiti when that earthquake really hit. This is what exactly the impact that was left after the earthquake. Please join with me so that we can see what exactly happened. Please welcome.
The earthquakes had a lot of damage everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go on the streets of Port-au-Prince and the surrounding areas. There are people that are still injured, people that are having injuries that just haven't been treated. We're seeing arms and legs that have a severe problem that are requiring amputations. And we're seeing multiple amputations of limbs that really can't be salvaged any longer. There are still bodies that are on the street. And the smell everywhere in Port-au-Prince is that of decaying bodies.
We actually have about around 4,000 members and non-members sheltered in our chapels in Port-au-Prince. And we are helping them with medical care, and we are helping them also with food and other goods that they need.
Well, the hardest thing is to see the huge crowds of desperately injured people and those that are also hungry, thirsty. They haven't got anything and they're just in the streets and lying around all the time.
We are coordinating all the help that we have to make that help available to members and non-members. And we have a wonderful team of priesthood leaders, a wonderful team in the area office. They are working so hard. And now we have the help of Brother Jeremy Johnson and his team that they are helping immensely in this catastrophe that we are facing now. So we hope to continue providing this help. And so we are planning to a long-term help to this.
So my dear, wonderful brothers, those are the actually impacts of what the earthquake left in that nation. And these are just snippets of it. These are just snippets of it. And you can see how terrible and terrible it is. There are some families that lost their loved ones. There are children who are left desolate, who are left orphans as a result of that. You know, and I was actually reading somewhere that somebody was trying to reason that some of the calamities that are happening today, they are never natural. I don't know, but this is somebody who was saying that what was happening in Haiti, it's not natural. It is something that it's man-made. I don't understand how somebody can actually make an earthquake to hit a certain country. And this person was saying that it's not normal. It's a way, because war has changed, and there are so many ways people can actually, you know, wage war with you. Technology has really advanced. That is what he was saying. That people can even, you know, send an artificial rain to your country, bring an artificial calamity in your country, so that you suffer the consequences, other than just, you know, bombing you and doing that. They can also, you know, tamper with the tectonic plates that sit in your country or continent, and be able to ensure that your country faces the impact that they so desire you to face. If the technology has really advanced like that, then I don't see why would somebody do something like that it will end up even affecting the very innocent ones, you know, very innocent ones like women and children. And maybe you had a problem with only one person in that country, but why will you cause all these problems to happen to a lot of innocent people they don't even know the genesis of your problems? And like I saw a mother there whose arm was actually broken, you know, and you know, you cannot replace, because our bodies do not have spare parts. Once you lose your leg, there is no spare part for it. They will put something artificial, yes, just to help you get along, but your leg is your leg. Once it's gone, it's gone. Okay? And these are some of the things that are really happening, which are very sad, so to speak. Very, very sad. But I pray and I'm thankful that a lot of our saints were kept safe during that time, and that they actually helped in ensuring that relief is offered and relief is delivered to the people who are needy. And this is something that, my dear brothers and sisters, that every time you wake up from your home, from your house, you should thank God for everything. You look at your country, the peace, the weather. Thank God for the weather. Thank God for everything. Just thank Him for everything, because that is what we need to do. Otherwise, my dear wonderful brothers and sisters, for those who still know the condition of Haiti, because this one was 10, 13 years ago. But today I'm also told that the land is still unstable, because the governments that were there were actually toppled. And now gangs, a group of gangs, are the ones, taking charge. And there is a special force there that was sent, I think, by the UN to ensure. Mostly the special force is from Kenya, and it is there actually to ensure that the country is stabilized and the government actually takes control over everything. So there's a lot of shootouts right now, and what is happening, things are not safe, and all we are worried is, are our saints safe? How are they doing, by the way? Are they partaking of the sacrament? Are they actually, performing ordinances in the temples, given the situation that it is as it is right then? Please let us know, and please update us on what exactly is happening. Anyone that has a cousin there, anyone that has a brother or a sister that is in Haiti, please let us know. Anyone that had a missionary in Haiti, please let us know. Otherwise, thank you very much. God bless you, and see you next time.